a lot of new charcoal skincare products pop up, but do they actually work? And is the charcoal that they use made from burnt trees and coconuts or from burnt crushed animal bones? Let's dig into the science and save a little bit of money when it comes to our beauty routines. Hello, my beautiful butterflies. For today's video, I want to just have a talk with you about my 3 favorite charcoal products that are under $15. Charcoal products have kind of taken over the internet, and I do feel like it's a trend, but there are some actual health benefits and benefits for your skin that I do want to talk about. And in addition to that, I kind of want to break down some information. For instance, is your charcoal coming from coconuts and from trees, or are you rubbing dead animal matter on your face, particularly charred bones and cartilage? Gross. When it comes down to charcoal and how it works, charcoal is actually the carbon matter that comes from burning certain things. And if you buy a vegan or vegetarian product, that usually comes from coconuts or from trees. But if you're getting that from a inconspicuous source, that could actually be coming from charred animal bones or animal matter, which is pretty gross. Now, the way that charcoal is supposed to work is by actually detoxing skin. Hospitals use charcoal to detox some of their drug patients by pumping their stomachs full, and your water filters, just like Brita, actually use charcoal to filter out those particles. And the reason why is because the charcoal particles are very absorbent, and they like to absorb those things like dirt and toxins, both that can be toxins in the water or in the body, or the toxins that can be in your skin. So first, I want to talk about this one, which is my favorite for my oily parts. This one is from Physicians Formula. It's normally about $8, but I actually found it on Amazon for about $4 this month. Now, this one I would have to say is the least natural out of all of the 3, but it is from Physicians Formula, which is one of my favorite lines. They're a drugstore line, and they make all of their products to be cruelty-free, dermatologist tested, and free of 80 different synthetic minerals and chemicals that other drugstore brands use. So I really like this one. I feel that it is best for my oilier areas. It kind of goes on smooth, a little bit pasty, and I would say it's the least detoxing of the 3 that I would personally recommend, but it's really nice for a nice clean, or if you're really trying to target some of those areas. This is also safe for dry skin. A lot of charcoal products can be drying depending on what else is in that product, and for somebody who has dry skin, that could make the flakes worse. And as you can see, I got my cozy little fireplace next to me because I'm in the snow, and I'm hoping that my skin won't get too dry, but just in case it does, I do have a fix for it. So again, this is great for those with dry skin, but what about those with oily skin? This is the Daily Detox from Derma-E, and this is actually the original packaging. They repackaged this recently, but I still have the old packaging, and for some reason I feel like I like the old packaging better. I wonder if the actual ingredients are a different quality, but this one has a really pure lineup of ingredients, and I would say that this is actually more like a face wash, a really good daily cleanser, rather than something that is actually a face mask. It has marine algae and charcoal, so again, this charcoal can help detox and draw away oil and impurities, but the marine algae is actually nourishing. The first ingredient in this is actually aloe vera juice, so it is very soothing to the skin. It's great for those who are sensitive, and it's an awesome choice if you do have breakouts. On top of that, it does have the marine algae in it, which can help to add nutrients to the skin and give you some antioxidants, and on top of that, it does have menthol. This menthol is at a small percentage, but menthol can help with actually decreasing the amount of physical pain. It works on some of those receptors in the skin, which could be pain from cuts or scratches or from actual acne. And menthol can also help other ingredients penetrate deeper. This also has some little scrubbing beads in them. They are from apricot kernels, so they are safe for the environment. They are not those plastic beads. The only thing is that I wouldn't scrub too hard. I would say this is definitely gentle. It is definitely safe for daily use, but it's not going to be like a hero product that changes your skin overnight. It's something that is safe for long-term use, and it could really benefit the skin, but you're not going to see like a crazy result over one day. And I actually put this underneath a microscope. If you want to see what it did to my skin before and after, or what it didn't do, I will link you to that microscope skincare video. It was a really cool video showing you the before and after of what my skin looks like after certain products. But this was one that I tried out, and overall it is a really good daily cleanser that is under 15 bucks that I would recommend. On Amazon, I was able to find it for $11. Very lastly, and one of my personal favorites for oily skin, is the Snap Mask Stick from Yes2. And people have had hit or miss experiences with this, but I personally love this. I also put this one underneath the microscope, so if you want to see what this one did or didn't do to my skin, This one was crazy, like talk about NASA flat earth conspiracies and moon landing. And if you watch the other video, you'll know why this relates to the moon landing, which I actually butchered as well. Lance Armstrong versus Neil Armstrong. Anyways, long story, let's put this in some water and put this on the face. This is one of my favorites, and what I've been surprised by is that other people find it to be hit or miss. I feel like this is a form of a mask that I love. You dip it into water and you place it on your skin and it glides on so smooth. You leave it on for 10 to 15 minutes, you just let it dry and then you rinse it off. Now, the complaints that most people have are that they don't like the smell. It smells like kind of almost like a sweet tomato smell because it literally has tomatoes in it. But other people don't like that they find it to be crumbly. Now, if you don't dip it into water, it can be crumbly. And if you press too hard, it can crumble. So that's one thing I would recommend. This is definitely not a scrub. It is a smooth product. It's super smooth. It almost feels like a body butter. This is not a scrub. If you're going for a scrub, go for the Derma E one. But I absolutely love this. I feel like it is the best for oily skin. If you have dry skin, it could work for you. I would just recommend using a moisturizer afterwards to make sure that you don't get dried out. And this does have ingredients that are really, really good for acne as well. So I like to use it in those areas that I tend to break out a little bit. This also has kaolin clay in it, which, as we acne sufferers know, is really good for decreasing that oil and helping to prevent breakouts. Kaolin clay is very similar to Indian healing clay. I think it's normally like $14.99 at the drugstore, but on Amazon I found it for 11 bucks. It's 96% natural ingredients, and of course it is a stick, so it is travel friendly. Bring it to the gym, bring it to a friend's house, stick it on a plane. Use it when you're out in the woods in nature, miles away from civilization, with no chains on your tires because you forgot to put chains on your tires and it wasn't snowing when you drove up through the mountain pass. My name's Cassandra. But when it comes down to... But all of that aside, just make sure you have running water to wash it off. I would recommend jumping into the shower. Charcoal products have been taking over the internet, and for good reason. They are effective, there is science that proves that they work, but they don't have to cost you an arm and a leg. These are 3 of my favorites that are under 15 bucks that I would personally recommend, that are cruelty-free, that are made from charcoal that is not from charred animal bone, but from trees or coconuts, and that I've really had a good experience with on my skin. I'd actually like you to comment below and let me know if there's a charcoal product that you tried. Tell me if you liked it or if you didn't like it. And there's actually going to be a link to the video where I test 2 of these out on my skin and see what my skin looks like under a microscope before and after. So check that out next. I love you guys so much. I'm really happy to be here in the woods and I'm excited to share with you what happens here inside of this little winter wonderland. So hit subscribe so you don't miss the videos that I upload about being here in the snow. And always remember to be beautiful. I love you guys so much, and I cannot wait to see you in the next video. Bye.